Okay, well, welcome everybody. Thank you for choosing Flipgrid 101. I'm Natalie Dow, and I am one of the STEM VAPA teachers. Right now, you can see my classroom is full of visual art things and decor because we're in our visual arts unit right now at the Virtual Academy. So I'm going to talk about Flipgrid, which is we actually use this in the VAPA program. So we use this to, do the homework or, independent work of our drama units especially, and then for other units as well. It's a really good tool for so many different things. I'm really excited to share it with you. Oops, everything in my classroom is linked, so if I touch it, it will I have to touch like the floor or else it'll go to a video for the kids or something like that. Okay, so I wanted to talk about 3 things. And I want to make sure that I don't miss any of these because these are the great things about Flipgrid. So Flipgrid, basically, well, what it is kids can record videos and they're all saved on this digital classroom that kids log into, and they can see each other's videos. If you enable that, they can comment on them. You can give feedback, and there's just so many different ways you can use the videos. It's also a lot of fun for the kids. So I want to talk about how Flipgrid provides student voice and choice. I want to talk about how it's a great collaboration tool and that it's an excellent feedback and assessment tool for you as well. So if I miss any of those things, please ask those questions because I want to make sure that I talked about those things. Okay, so I'm going to go into Flipgrid. Now, when you first sign up for Flipgrid, it's really easy. It's like any other tool. You will have a website. This is like a page on Flipgrid. So this is your educator dashboard. And so anytime I click the Flipgrid icon, I go right back into this teacher educator dashboard, I think they call it. And I have all of my classrooms here from all the years. Wow, there's a lot in there. I need to delete some of them. So here are my current classrooms, and so they're all active. And basically how I made these is very simple. They're called groups in Flipgrid. So you would just add, I'm going to call, so you guys are my students, so we're going to have, this is our Tech Cafe classroom, so I'm going to create a classroom. Very easy. The easiest way, if you use Google Classroom, is to just click the Google Classroom option, and then you will be able to select some of your classes, or one of your classes. You guys only have one, huh? I have tons of classes, and then it will automatically upload your roster. And so when you choose these options, the permissions are sort of set for each option. There's another way to do it. You can do student username. You can, upload a CSV file, which is just, a basic list of your kiddos. You'll have to give them a username, and then you'll have a join code if you choose this option. Google Classroom is just the easiest. You can even, it asks you if you want to post on, let's see, I'll do some sample class here. It asks you if you want to post on Google Classroom to let them know that they are part of this Flipgrid class now. You can also do student emails, in which you would just add the at sbusd.net domain for emails, and then you would kids will just log on, and as long as they have that at sbusd.net, they'll be able to log on with your join code. Okay. So I love the Google Classroom way though, because I can just post right on my Google Classroom. They just click and they're in. They might have to log in with their Chromebook logins, their sbusd.net logins, but that's about it. Really direct. And then there's an alarm for my kids. And then you can just choose any old picture. You can upload a picture if you want. All right, so that's creating a group. A group is your class, basically. So as you can see, I could post right on Google Classroom, or I can just copy this link anywhere. You can do this live on Zoom and then put that in the chat. And there you are, you have a class. This is our classroom that we just made. And the default activity is always the hello, I am. And you can hide that if you want to, or delete it. If you have it active, that means when kiddos get on your classroom, they're gonna see this here, okay? So let's look at what they would see if they clicked on this activity. So this is a pre-made activity from Flipgrid. Just like a lot of educator tools, there's a library, and I'm not going to go into that unless we have time, but it's in the little discovery tab here. There's a library of pre-made activities that have all the directions. They have a cute little picture here and instructions for what the kids need to do when they do this activity. So you can also record your own response as an example and before you post it, and so they can watch your video before they start their video. Okay, so that's what I love about Flipgrid. I said that it offers students voice and choice because it's not going to work right now because I have I'm using my camera on Zoom, but there are so many fun things that you can add to your videos, and I'll show you an example of that in just a second in one of my my test classroom. So they can show their face, they can blur their face out, but basically any barrier in regards to their, their reading or writing level is overcome with the tools that Flipgrid provides, because you can give audio directions, they can listen. So anytime they see this here, they can play, and it's they can push play and they will be read all the directions there. So so no writing barriers, no reading barriers, and they can make quick, short videos. So let me show you one of my dorky videos that I made to show you. And then I will let you play around with this as well. Okay, I put it in here. Okay, so here is my response. I don't know if I might not have selected sound, but get the idea. So, can you hear it? Did you hear it? No, I didn't. I didn't share the sound. I always forget that. My kids always know. Wait, wait. Let me reshare. I have to share the sound all the time. Okay, here we go. All right, so here's a quick video that I made for the Hello I Am activity.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Dow, and my favorite food is sushi.
So they were asked to share something about themselves, and so what's cool about this is that I have tools now. So I can give feedback to this student if I wanted to. There's actually Google Classroom-like rubrics that you can predetermine before you post things, and you can give them grades, and you can give them text feedback here. There's closed captions as well. It takes a little bit and it messes it up just like YouTube closed captions, but it gets the gist. And then you can enable it to where students are able to comment on each other's posts. If you use the Google Classroom option when you set up the class, I said that their permissions are sort of predetermined depending on what you select when you set up your class. Kids will be able to comment on each other's posts unless you disable that when you are posting activities. You can do that, but the default is that they can like and they can comment on each other's videos. And that's a great way to foster the collaboration piece of what I wanted to talk about today, is that you can have as a requirement, as an assignment, you can actually say, go back and look at each other's videos. So, and comment on, and you can give specific criteria for that feedback. So you can sort of recreate that group table collaboration, except asynchronously in Flipgrid. So right now there's only one response in this activity, but there are a lot of other, if other kids had posted, you would see a bunch of things here. So I'm gonna go to one of my classrooms, Robles, most recent one. So see if it's in this student view. Okay, so the kids have a little bit of a different view of this. The teacher view is a little bit boring, but each, in the student view, the kids would have a thumbnail of all of the contributors to this assignment, and they'll be able to click on any student that has turned in this assignment. And I want to show you Abigail's. Hope she doesn't mind. I really, this is part of our drama unit. I wanted to show you the intro here.
Everybody, today in San Diego, California, today's Tuesday, so it'll be partly cloudy, but the highest today will be 64 degrees and the lowest would be 50, which is not that bad comparing to last. Precipitation is at 20%, and humidity is at 49%, and wind is 11 miles per hour, so yeah.
All right, I won't show you the rest, but so the kids in drama were asked to try out different forms of videos, and one of them was for a newscaster, you could choose the weather option. But I love how she had this this intro. She played music. She actually recorded that with just her speaker on her Chromebook, and then she made this beginning I guess display. The breaking news and all of that at the bottom is part of the Flipgrid tools. And then she added stickers and text. And that's how she was able to create the intro, which I thought was pretty cool like intro to her video. Okay, and then you can see that I added some feedback there for you. Okay, so what I wanted to do was go in as, let's see. Okay, well, maybe I could just give you view as student. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so I'm going to go in as a student. This is what the kids see when they go into an assignment. So you can see if any other kiddos have posted here, they can click on it. So that's I said it's a different view for the kiddos. But I wanted to see if I can at least show the, no, I can't. I wanted to show the cool tool. So what I'm going to try and do is maybe take questions and then we can play around with this. I'm going to give you guys the code to, okay, oh, this is one way you can display the code here. You can just, share it that way. And then go back. Student view right now. Okay, so if you wanted to, you could go to flipgrid.com and sign in, and you could join my classroom at Dow 1501. I think that might work as long as we're all on sbusd.net, I think. I actually, you know what? That's not going to work because I forgot I added one of my classrooms on here. So I'm going to create a new group and then we'll say okay. And then, so I'm going to show you the other way to set up your classroom. So you could go student email. So we're going to type in our sbusd.net domain, and then you should be able to log in with this. Sure, I'll take that picture. Fine. Okay, so try this out. All right, so yeah, so I have a question in the chat. Is Flipgrid only with Google Classroom? No. So the other way you would do it is like this. So if your kiddos are able to log in with their sbusd.net, then you would do it this way. So I hope that works for you. So you guys are gonna be my testers. I did it myself and tried to set up a class and then log in myself, just logging, and it worked. So I hope this works for you. So hopefully you're able to join that way. So there are different ways to join. You can also just like upload a list of all your kiddos, and you will have to create usernames for them. So you could have them, use the sbusd.net as their username, or you can literally just type out all of your kiddos in a list as you're setting up the class. And then you can post, if you're using Seesaw, you could post the code, the join code there. Right. So one thing that you can do when you get in is go to the Hello I Am and then click record response and play around with all of the different features. Some of the kids really love this tools because they have frames. So they have all these sparkly frames around them. If you aren't going in, I'll try to go to my other kids and kind of spy on their videos, and I can show you how cool the look of them is. So after you shoot a video, you have to choose a thumbnail, and it pre-selects just a single frame, and you can use that frame, or you can take a selfie of yourself as well. So let's see if my kids did any special effects. No, they didn't. So you can include stickers, images. So this student was able to edit her video from a screencast to outside of her home to back to a screencast with her in the side. You can also upload any videos that you take with your phone or with your device. They can all be put up here, and you can edit them, and you can put cute fun sunglasses on yourself, and you can put text over your video, similar to what Megan was showing in her video at the beginning of our session. Let me go back and make sure I went over voice and choice, collaboration, feedback and assessment. Yeah, so those are the reasons why you want to do Flipgrid. We love it in the VAPA program because it's just another way for kids to participate in our classes. And they can, we actually do give them a choice. Not all our kids choose to record the Flipgrid videos. Sometimes there's an alternative assignment where they're sort of planning a scene, and they kind of tell us about what they would do if they were performing it. And then this is an option. You can go and record Flipgrid. But another great way is just having an assignment where kids, instead of sending a Google form or a Google Doc or something like that, you're just recording a video with your response, your answers, and then comment on 2 other students' videos about A, B, and C. And so that creates that collaboration piece as well. All right. I think that's it. Does anybody have any questions?
Hi, Natalie. I have a question.
Yeah.
All right. I think this is awesome. I have a couple of questions. Can kids upload pictures from Google, like Google Images? Is that, will they be able to here on Flipgrid?
Yes, you can. So you can upload any image for your video. You can record a whole other video on another device and upload it. There's lots of forms. It gives you lots of ways to upload things from different sources in your video. You could do that.
Okay, I have another question is, I was thinking, can students present or do an explanation of a math problem on Flipgrid, like on a slide, is there a way for them to record not themselves, but themselves doing a problem, like on a slide or something
Like
like
a
that?
whiteboard?
Yeah.
You know what? That's a good question. I don't know if it has a whiteboard function. I'd have to look that up. I haven't done that before, but I know they can record their screen. So if they did it somehow on their screen, then they could record it
Okay, thank you,
that
Natalie.
way. Sure.
Natalie, do you know if you need any parent permission or any parent like authorization for them to use the video in for you how to use it?
No, I believe it's on the content approved list for our district.
Awesome.
So I would definitely check your classroom's permissions as far as like if you're going to share it, if you're going to have kids be able to watch other kids' videos. Check those, if parents have signed the release for that kind of stuff. But
thank you.
Yeah.
Natalie?
Yes.
So I just opened a class up for mine, and I'm where it says share with your students. So do I copy that link and put it in there? Because I did it with the Google Classroom.
Yes. Yes, when you first create your classroom, it's going to give you an option to copy the address, just like I posted in the chat. It's the flipgrid.com/ and then the code. And you can post that anywhere you wanted to in your digital classroom. You can post right to Google Classroom. It can do it for you if you want.
Okay, and so where it also says before that they created an introduction topic, view and sync your roster. So do I click on that first before copying the link? Because it's highlighted, student list.
View and sync your roster. Are you talking about the Google Classroom link?
Well, when it says your group is ready, we created an introduction topic to start your discussion, to view and sync your roster, go to the student list. So I do that first before copying the link?
I don't think so. The only thing to be aware of when you are sharing links is, are you sharing to your classroom or to your whole Flipgrid classroom where it has all of the, I just closed Flipgrid, or are you sharing a link directly to that assignment? Because your whole classroom will have its own link, and then each assignment will have its own link. So just be
so in order for kids to use the Flipgrid, they have to type in the flipgrid.com, and then in order to be able to use this.
Well, how my kids get in is usually through a posted assignment on Google Classroom, and I will just include the link there, and they just click, and then it will prompt them to
so
sign
it's just
in.
like adding a link to when you do an assignment. Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely. Sure. And then, so I was just talking about how there is a code to your classroom, which is that this is our join code for the whole classroom. And then each assignment, you can share the specific link to this assignment. So then so just, be aware of which code you are sending, this one or this one. But of course, if you send the class code, they'll be able to access all their assignments that are active as well.